Today we're going to learn a little bit of halachas of Tanis Esther. This year Tanis Esther is going to be on Thursday. And Tanis Esther is different than the rest of the Tanis. So the only Tanis that it says in Torah, it's Yom Kippur, as we know. And then we have Arba Tanis that says in the Nevi'im. Tanis Esther is not brought, not there and not there. So where it's coming from? So according to most of the Rishonim, Tanis Esther, it's from the time of the Goinim. It's not even mentioned in Gemara. And just according to Rabbeinu Tam, he says, when it says over by the Maseches Megillah that Yom Yud Gimel Zman Kihila Lakoil, so most learning Zman Kihila Lakoil, like Rashi, he says Hakol Nikhalu Lihinokem Oivem Ben Beshushan Ben Beshar Mekoimos. Okay, so he says like this. So according to Rashi, what the Gemara mentioned in Maseches Megillah, Zman Kihila Lakol, doesn't mean for Tanis. It means Zman Kihila, they all Nikhalu, they all got together to because Achashverosh gave them permission if anybody going to come to hurt you because of the Sforim or Rishonim, they wrote that you're allowed to hurt the Jews. You could protect yourself. They got together by Yom Yud Gimel to protect themselves. But Rabbeinu Tamlan, that's the hint over there. That means there was Yom fast, and that's what also the two bring. V'od yesh smach mehod isa b'gemara shloish rosas zman kila lakol. It's only a smach. It's a smach that doesn't say clearly in the Gemara to fast on Yud Gimel b'odor. And then the lotion of the Beis Yosef and the lotion of the Bach, it's completely. It says like here's the lotion of the Bach. Shalom nimtza b'Talmud. The Tanis of Yud Gimel, it's not found in the Gemara even. So it's come and like the Beis Yosef says. V'gam minhag kol Yisrael is anas b'yom shlifnei Purim. Yeah, that they says it become like choiva because we accept upon us. But it says kevan dehavim divrei hagoinim minhag kol Yisrael. So according to the Beis Yosef, this whole idea of Tanis Esther, it came from the time of the goinim. Anyway, akaponim, because of that, we have a little bit of leniency by Tanis Esther versus other Tanis. It is Lamaisa we accept upon ourselves the minhag kol Yisrael. Like the lotion of the Shulchan Aruch, Misanim b'Yud Gimel b'Odor, v'im chol Purim b'Echad b'Shabbat Makdim v'Lisan b'Yom HaChamishi, and the Ramos says v'Tainis ze'en choiva. It's not obligation whether from Torah or from the Nevi'im. Lochen yesh lahokel boy le'es hatzoyrech. When there's a need for it, there's some leniencies. Kagoyin mu'uboros, pregnant women, or manikos, or nursing woman, or lechoyle she'en bo sakona. Even the choyle, there's no sakona to him. Afilu rak koyave enayim. People have their eyes hurting them. Shim mitztarim harbe. Obviously, I say always, tsar does not mean when you feel hungry. Hunger is not tsar. Gabatainis. Everybody isn't that tsar of hunger. Everyone wants to eat. But we talk about tsar more than just hunger. Shemit tarim harbeem lo yisanu. Yeah, so they don't have to fast. Okay, we're going to go to the details of that in a minute. But I just want to bring over here. The Beis Yosef brings a ma'aseh which is was with Rashi. Brings kosa b'shibela aleket. Matzosu b'shem Rashi. Ma'aseh hoyo v'ira Purim b'yom Aleph b'Shabbos. Like this year, Purim happened to be on Sunday. V'kodmu hatzibur lisanas b'hei kiminag. And they fasted on the Thursday like our minhag. Ubo isha achas she'osa tzricha lirchav etzel hashilton. And there was a woman, she had to go to see the people from the government. He says, v'shalo l'Rabbeinu. She asked Rashi, imi yechol lisanas lemocher v'lechal hayoim mipnei toirech haderech. She's traveling. It's difficult for her if she could not fast today, eat today, because she's going to see people from the government, and fast tomorrow, Friday. V'omar Rabbeinu, Rashi answered us, Tanis ze'en lo midivre Torah v'lo midivre Sofrim. This fast of Tanis Esther, it's not from the Torah, it's not from the Chachamim. Ela minhag ba'alma, shara Tanis Esther u'Mordechai oy b'mei Pesach. The real Tanis Esther what we said, Tanis Esther, originally when she fasted and she told everybody to fast, it was the days of Pesach, the year before we had Purim. V'im nefesh odom loymar divrei hatzomes v'za'akosom, he says, ze en pirusha ele kach pirushay. So it says, he's asking about against himself. He's saying Tanis Esther is not mentioned anywhere, but it says divrei hatzomes v'za'akosom, that we remembering them. So it says in Tanis Esther, well, which tzomes you're talking about? It says ele kach pirusha. Al dvar hatzomes v'za'akos shovru alem b'mei homon kibulu alem b'mei Purim. Because of the Pesach, when they fasted, Pesach the year before, because of the trouble they went to, then they accepted about the Mea Purim. But this guy Modores Hanes, now they remember the miracle happened, the result of the festival that they fasted Mea Pesach a year before Purim, but it doesn't mean that they took upon themselves to fast on Yud Gimel B'Odar. Oh, then he says like this. No, so with all this liens, a person might think, okay, I don't have to fast. That's a very easy time. He says, "V'av al pi osur odom lifrosh minat tzibur l'maisa." Since we took it upon ourselves, mitzad the minhag, we're not allowed to deviate from the tzibur. Mishum lois is going to do. Lois is going to do meaning you should not make agudas. Don't all klal Yisrael like one tzibur have to fast. Okay, so that's there's more, but that's what's nogea to us. It's all this from Rashi. Okay, then so now we're going to see, and so that's the minhag ha'go'onim to fast, and the reason for it, because every time since they were allowed to defend themselves, if somebody going to come and try to hurt them, and Yud Gimel B'Odor before Purim, and every time the people were in war, we know they used to fast, daven. That's how we approached the war, with davening and fasting. Now, and there's another reason why we're fasting those days. It's, the Kaf HaChaim brings from the Sefer Magid Meshorim. Magid Meshorim, it was the Malach that learned with the Bes Yosef. It's a famous Malach. I have the Sefer, many people have the Sefer, Magid Meshorim. And Parshas Vayakel over there, he writes, Kosav atam letanis zeh, the reason we're fasting, Tanis Esther, besides what brought like the other poskim, because if that day we defend ourselves, the way we used to enter a war, defending ourselves was with the Tanis, with Tshuva, but another reason he says, K'dei lachnia koyach hasotan v'lekadrek al masha'oichlem v'shoisim v'smechim b'Purim. People are happy on Purim, and sometimes they could go overboard. Memela the Satan will come and will mekatreg, would prosecute us. We could say, oh, look how they behave. They're behaving. The Satan should not have a strong time against us.
This should be the day later.
We're fasting before to weekend his is. Yeah. So it's interesting. We have, it says Purim, Yom Kippur is like Purim. That's what it says in the Zohar. So by the similarity on both of them, by Purim, by Yom Kippur also, we have one day we have to eat. We have to eat a lot. Midaraisa. That's the day we have to eat a lot. Which day midaraisa have to eat a lot? Erev Yom Kippur. That's how the Gemara runs. That Erev Yom Kippur have to eat a lot. So both of them, one day we eat, one day we fast. Yom Kippur, we eat one day before a lot, then we fast. Purim, we fast one day before, and we eat the day after a lot. Okay, why exactly like this? We have to we'll see more, but that's how Lamaisa, he brings at the eating of fasting before Purim. It's lachnia koyach of the Satan. He should not mekatrek upon us. Okay, all right. Now it says like this. If you pay attention to Shulchan Aruch, l'choira, he forgot to mention one group of people that don't have to fast. He mentioned mubaros, pregnant women, manikas, nursing mothers, ochoila. There's one missing of it. What about the pregnant woman?
You just said
No, I'm sorry. What about a woman that gave birth? let's say,
Isn't she Minika?
l'chorah you could say that was including in menika, but especially today a lot of menikos are giving bottles, so they're not even menikos. So could be that the shulchan aruch. So he brings over here from the Bach. He says v'chol sheken chayos kol shloshim yom, and how much more the woman that give birth the first 30 days, whether they're nursing themselves or not. He says the bichlal choylesh en bo sakonu. He says how much more that the first 30 days woman that give birth, she also doesn't have to fast. Okay. Now he brings over here from the Sefer Yeshuas Yaakov. What says over here that the lotion of the Ramah, that who doesn't have to fast, mu'ubaras menikas choylesh en bo sakonu, va'afilu rak koyave enayim she'im mitztarim harbe. Mashma the heter, the permission not to fast, only if all of them l'chorah are accompanied with a tsar. Let's say somebody's strong, he could easily fast. L'chorah, even somebody pregnant or nursing mother or give birth, if it's strong, mashma they have to fast. So he brings to Meshias Yaakov, what the Ramos says, shemitztarim harbe, it only goes on koyave enayim. People with other sicknesses like their eyes are hurting them. Aval mu'boros, pregnant woman. Aval pi she'en mitztaros, even though they have no tsar, the potter from fasting and Tanis Esther. Even there's no tsar, the fact that they're mu'boros. And the choirah from this mashma, all the rest of them also. I mean, menikos, yeah, or a woman give birth the first 30 days. Mashma, even the even they don't have tsar, the potter. Yeah, he says like this. If you talk about when they accompanied the mu'uboros, menikos, and chaya, the woman that give birth, only when there's a tsar, afilu b'shar taniyas shara. It's an even other taniyas which is more chomor shara, and how much more of here v'chol sheken b'taniyas deruba the ravavosa most poskim hold sabra de'ena la minhag. This tanik is only minhag. So again, it's very important when you have no excuse to keep that minhag, but since it's only a minhag, it's definitely easier than other tanis. So it comes out, even they don't have tsar, the potter, again, all this mu'uboros, menikas, and chayos, the potter from fasting on Tanis Esther.
But somebody who gets headaches be considered...
so it's like this. So like I said, if it's any type of mashma tsar that somebody really in agony, not of hunger, everybody is hungry, mashma, there is some leniency over here. However, here is the catch over here. It's not so poshut. I'll tell you why. If you could fast, you should fast. I'll tell you why. Because it says the Ramos says afterwards. The Ramos says like this. Those which it says lo yis'anu, it says v'yifru acharkach. So you're getting nothing. Why? He says don't fast today, but then you could repay for it. Like Rashi gave ahead to this lady, instead of fasting Thursday, fast on Friday. That's what she asked. You next, and the same thing he says l'mashal in this halacha like this. In such a case like im chal purim b'yom rishon shemistanim b'yom chamisha, like our kviyus today, and there happened to be a bris milah. So he says muter le'echol ala milah. Anybody come to the bris milah could eat over there, a good heter. Yeah, let's happen bris milah. We're all going to go there and eat. However, he says ulemocher b'yom shishi isanu oichlim. So again, you're getting nothing. All you're doing is you're changing days. Thursday you're going to eat on a bris milah, but Friday you have to fast. So this, by the way, on this psak, what the Ramos says, Taz is a very big opponent of this psak. He says that you're not allowed to fast on Friday unless it's like Asara B'Tevis. Otherwise, we're not just replacing from Thursday to Friday. How are you going to come to Shabbos when you're all me'una, when you're all tortured with the fast? So he says, that's why he holds that Adarabah, even there is a bris on such a kviyus like this year, they should make the bris and eat at night. The Suda they should make after the fast. This way they don't come to Shaila replacing it. No. So Lamai says this. when it says over here, the Ramos says you pay reya, you pay back your tanis. It goes to all of them. So that's what he brings over here, the Kaf HaChaim. But the Ramos says v'yifru achar kach, they should repay for this tanis. I mean, fast another day. Haynu rak lekoyav enayim v'chadoyme. Anybody that's because of headache, koyav enayim, we're not talking about severe sickness. That's for sure he could eat. He says aval uboretz umanikos enon tzrichim lefroya achar kach. Pregnant woman, nursing woman, mashma something chayas would be they don't have to repay afterwards.
So what's the purpose? The Kaveh Naim is going to have a headache.
Why this the one? Yeah, okay.
What's going to be easier? It's the same problem.
Oh, so he said one more detail before we answer your question. That's his own svar when he says nire. Usually he brings some others. Then tzrichim lifroya. They don't have to repay another tanis. Elam ken misanim and misanim ela laharvocha. Meaning he could fast. He could do the fast. It's not going to kill him, but it should be a little bit easier for him. Harvocha, meaning easier. If the doctor says the tanis is going to hurt you, and tzrichim lifroya acharkach. So it comes out according to this like this. If really, but the bottom line, the end of the day, if really he could handle the fast, he should fast. Unless the doctor told him it's bad for you to fast. You need to eat every few hours for your condition. Then you don't have to fast back. But if in case, let's say he says, today I'm worse, maybe the next week I'm going to get better. Next week maybe I could handle it. My headache is over, my eyes hurting me now. Then you could repay. But Lamaisa comes out, Lamaisa, if you could fast with everybody, you should fast unless somebody really, you cannot handle it. All right.